Today I'm going to go out to Stanage Popular End, and that's where there's lots of routes at the lower end of the grade, which are all really classic. Today is the first dry day in a good week to 2 weeks, especially on the weekend. So when I'm picking the routes, I just want to make sure that I'm picking ones that, you know, that aren't like nasty green jams, which are kind of like hideous in the back and might still be a bit damp. We want some sort of like nice open cracks or nice open faces, which are going to have dried off in the wind. And yeah, just basically I just need to make sure that my my route selection matches what the weather has been like. So the routes that we're going to do today at Stanage Popular End, they're anywhere from about 8 meters to 15 meters. So over on the right hand side, they're a bit smaller. In the center of the Popular End, then they're a bit bigger. Pretty short really in terms of like in terms of routes. I think these would class as highball boulder problems in America. So this one is called Hargreaves Original. I believe it's just like hard severe or something, but it's really nice. Slabby, it's got a very gritstone feel to it. It's quite nice, just sort of like reaching between those sort of slopey breaks, and then occasionally you get like a really nice break and you can place some gear. Not that I'm placing any gear, but you can place some gear normally. It's a really nice route. It's a total classic, 3 stars of Stanage. The important thing with this stuff is never take anything for granted. Always clean the shoes.
What are you actually thinking while you're climbing?
So when I'm doing mileage solo training, it's purely focusing on the movement of climbing. I'm doing the free soloing at a level that is a really low level, so you're not thinking about, you know, exposure or difficulty of moves or struggling in that position. It's more you can get lots of mileage in and focus on the movement on the rock, because that's what we want to do. Yeah, good. Like, I mean, it's, yeah, like I've been saying, it's just to get the mileage in and get some movement on rock again. So these are total classics and good for that, because, you know, you just have to like stand on your feet a little bit, reach between the slopey breaks. It's good, it's nice. Yeah, sun's out, can't complain. Wind's dropped a little bit. And I did a few routes before, and I haven't done like I said, I've just been climbing inside all winter. I haven't been doing that much training. Sorry, I haven't been doing that much climbing outside. So like the first routes that I did over there, you're sort of like, oh, just like trying to remember what to do, even though they're really easy. But then when you've just done like two routes, 3 routes, you're just like, oh yeah, I can remember how to climb now. It's fine. So yeah, that's nice. So another way I'm going to try and get some more mileage in is to actually do up and down climbs. So what I'll do is the slightly harder route of 2 climbs that I pick, I will climb up it, and then the slightly easier one, then I'll climb down it. And again, that way you just get some more mileage in for the time that you're actually out at the crag. Also, I think down climbing is actually, I think down climbing, people obviously don't really practice this, but I think it's actually a really good skill to have in trad climbing in general. Because especially when you're like adventure trad climbing, you might climb up a little bit, you place some gear, you climb down a little bit to a rest, then you climb up a bit, you place some more gear, down a bit, and then up a bit, and then you commit to it. And I always feel like you're doing these little like tiny little up down ups as you're going up, like a route. And I've found from doing this kind of mileage training and doing very easy down climbings, it just also gets you used to that movement of, you know, stepping down a little bit, you know, rather than always pulling up. I think it's good for trad climbing, definitely. So the grades that I will be climbing today, there will definitely be nothing above E1, but I would say the majority of it is going to be like in the severe to hard VS range, and then in the down climbs it will be like lower than severe, so it will be like diff and V diff and stuff like that. So yeah, nice and easy and straightforward. That's the plan of action. For those in America, then that would be like climbing no harder than the lower 510s. So 510A, 510B, which is about E1, but mainly in the majority of like 5.8, 5.9. And then for the down climbs, it'd be like 5.6, 5.7, pretty much. Even just from the beginning to the end of the session, I feel like I'm improved. Even just in like those 15 routes or whatever I did. So that's good. That's promising. Yeah. So there we have it. That is one of the easier training sessions that I have been doing for this particular trip. I sort of class it as a movement technical session. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below and we will see you in the next video. And that is another video on its way, starting to get filmed. We're going to head out to the crag now and go and do some climbing and training. Let's do it.